Hi, I'm Tim Tuller, Canon for Music at St. John's Cathedral, with a couple words about the music for this Sunday, June 1st. This Sunday is the Sunday after the Feast of the Ascension, which actually happens on Thursday this year. And this means that much of our music will sort of reflect the theme of Jesus ascending into heaven. Some of the hymns and the choral music and even the organ music that I'm playing. The opening and closing voluntaries that I'll be playing on the organ this week are both taken from Olivier Messiaen's suite for organ entitled L'Ascension, or simply The Ascension. And this piece was actually originally written for orchestra and then later transcribed for organ. And it's 4 movements. They're basically musical meditations on aspects of Jesus ascending into heaven on Ascension Day. And the prelude piece I'll be playing is subtitled Prayer of Jesus as He's Ascending Towards His Father. And this movement is rather quiet, is very sort of static and mystical, and Messiaen did his characteristic sort of treatment of rhythm so that it almost feels like time stops, and you get a sort of a feeling, a sense of the eternal. Messiaen frequently did that in his compositions, and you really see it very clearly in this opening prelude that I'm playing. The postlude is entitled Outbursts of Joy of a Soul Before the Glory of Christ, which is its own glory. And the title says it all. It is just an absolute outburst of visceral joy on full organ. The organ is roaring away with a lot of Messiaen's extremely colorful harmonies and thunderous chords, and it's one of the more exciting postludes in the repertoire, and I love playing that on Ascension Sunday. It's a great postlude. Our offertory anthem this Sunday is by Gerald Finzi. Finzi lived from 1901 to 1956, so he died comparatively young, and he isn't as well known as some of the other British composers of the 20th century that you'll often hear at St. John's, like Herbert Howells and Perry and Stanford and those guys. But Finzi, nonetheless, is one of my personal favorites of the 20th century English composers. He didn't write a tremendous amount of music, but what he wrote was of the very highest quality. I understand as a composer, he often worked very slowly and would take years sometimes to finish even the simplest songs. An interesting fact about Finzi too is that one of his hobbies was raising apples. He had apple orchards, and he apparently single-handedly saved some English apple varieties from complete extinction, single-handedly in his orchards. Very interesting character he was. And God Has Gone Up, the anthem that we're singing this Sunday, is probably his best known short choral anthem. It's extremely effective. He uses both the organ and the choir very, very well. And as the text suggests, it's an outpouring of inspiration on the concept of Jesus ascending into heaven. And it really pulls that off very well, I think. It's one of my very favorite anthems that we have in our library. I hope you enjoy the music this Sunday.